Hello, my name is Bryn, and today I will be talking about charter schools. What is a charter school? A charter school is defined by a public school that is funded by the government. This is very similar to regular public schools, although charter schools are given autonomy from the local school districts. This basically means that the school is able to create their own curriculum, regulate their employees, and manage budgeting any way they see fit. What are the characteristics of charter schools? Charter schools have a lot of flexibility when it comes to different aspects of a school. Taking this into consideration, the characteristics of charter schools can differ from regular public schools. For instance, charter schools have a clear school mission they want to achieve. This can include things like educational goals, the approach they want to take when it comes to education, such as philosophy and ethical decisions, and also how the school wants to serve the students, parents, and community. They also have a very student-focused instructional planning. This means that the teacher or school come up with personalized lessons to best fit the specific student. Next is parental engagement, which is where the parents are involved with sports, clubs, committees, councils, and events within the school. Next, we are going to talk about the pros of charter schools. These include the fact that they do not pay tuition. This can help to encourage families who may not be able to afford going to another kind of school, such as private. Another pro would be that there is higher test scores within charter schools. This would be a result of the schools tailoring their lessons to be able to fit each student's unique learning style, allowing for students to succeed. This is very important when that student wants to advance into the next portion of their educational career. The final pro for charter schools will be that there is increased parental involvement. As I talked about before, parental involvement is where the parents or families take action within school activities or events. They also can make sure that the school is meeting the standards they should be meeting. This could be very important in instances where the school cannot provide certain accommodation for students within the social realm. Parents are then able to perform and take action on said activities. Now we are going to be talking about the cons of charter schools. Starting off, in some instances, the quality of the education may vary school to school. This could be affected by the government regulations in that certain area or the amount of funding that school may receive. This is considered a con because of the fact that certain charter schools in the area in which your student is going to may not have the best academic resources, which can limit your child's growth in reaching benchmarks of standards. Next con would be reduced student diversity. Having diversity in a school is important to make sure students are understanding and seeing all cultures they can. Another con is that there is more accountability in charter schools. This can make it hard on the parents who have little time or money to be able to dedicate to the school. After going through each aspect of charter schools, I have learned that in many instances, charter schools can have benefits for students. For example, making sure that students are being taught at a level that makes sense to them. This can be used to help students and can definitely help them not get discouraged with learning. Although there is a lot of benefits that are seen through charter schools, I believe that some students would benefit from a different approach to schooling. This could be by going to a regular public school, homeschooling, or even a private school. I think it depends on the education level of the student, but also on whether or not the parents want to have a big responsibility within their child's school. One thing that was very prominent when researching charter schools is that parental involvement is a huge factor. This could be by providing funds or even helping with activities and extracurricular activities. So knowing that, I believe it is important to consider the level of involvement the parent wants to have within the school. There is definitely a different level within all different schools that parents can have. Such as public schools, the parents may have little to no involvement outside of the student's homework or the teacher relaying information regarding how the day went. This differs from homeschooling because you are fully involved in students' everyday life and education. So overall, charter schools are definitely a middle ground between their options. It is very important to know and understand the benefits and disadvantages which would best fit your child. And these are my resources. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned a little bit about charter schools.